you doing?
बगलामुखी कवच शिरो में पातु ओम ह्रीं ऐं श्रीं क्लीं पातु ललाटकं संबोधन पदम पातु नेत्रे श्री बगलालिने श्रुतो मम रिपुं पातु नासिकान् नाशयत वयं पातो गंडो सदा माम ऐश्वर्यान्यहन्तं तु मस्तकं देहि द्वन्द्वं सदा जीवां पातु शीघ्रं वचो मम कंठं देशे साना पातु वाञ्छितं बाहु मूलकं कार्यं साध्यात् द्वन्द्वं तु परो पातु सदा मम मायायुक्ता तथा स्वाहा हृदयं पातु सर्वदा पश्चात् अष्टाधिक चत्वारिं शताद्या बगलामुखी रक्षां करोतु सर्वत्र गृहे रण्ये सदा मम ब्रह्मत्राख्यो मनु पातु सर्वांगे सर्वसन्धिषु मंत्र राजा सदा रक्षां करोतु मम सर्वदा ओम ह्रीं पातु नाभिं देशं कटी में बगलावतु मुखी वरण द्वयं पातु लिंगम में मुष्क युग्मकं जानूनि सर्वदुष्टानां पातु मे वरण पंचकं वाचं मुखं तथा पादं षडर्णा परमेश्वरी जंगा युग में सदा पातु बगला रिपु मोहिनी स्तंभेति पदम पृष्ठम पातु वर्ण त्रयं मम जीवां वरण द्वयं पातु गुल्फो मे पीलियति च पादोर्ध्वे सदा पातु बुद्धिं पातले मम विनाशया पदम पातु पाद उंगलियों खानि में ह्रीं बीजं सर्वदा पातु बुद्धि इंद्रियं वचांसि में सर्वांगम प्रणवा पातु स्वाहा रोमणी में अवतु ब्राह्मी पूर्व दले पातु चावनेयं विष्णु वल्लभा महेशी दक्षिणे पातु चा मुंडा राक्षे अवतु कौमारी पश्चिमे पातु वायवे चापराजिता वराही चौत्रे पातु नारसिंही शिवे अवतु ऊर्ध्वं पातु महालक्ष्मी पाताले शारदा अवतु इति अष्टो शक्ता पातु सायुधश्च सवाहना राजद्वारे महादुर्गे पातु ममगण नायिका शमशाने जलमध्ये च भैरवश्च सदावतु द्विभुजा रक्तवस्ना सर्वाभरणभूषिता योगिन्या सर्वदा पातु महारण्ये सदा मम इति ते कथं देवी कवचं परमद्भुतं श्री विश्व विजयं नाम कीर्ति श्री विजय प्रदम।
Put it back in the garbage for me. Bring the garbage clothes in. stressed. Somebody stressed. You want to communicate? You want to jail? They all in their mind about something.
श्री प्रह्लादेन कृतं श्री नृसिंह कवचम् नृसिंह कवचं वक्ष्ये प्रह्लादेनोदितं पुरा सर्वरक्षाकरं पुण्यं सर्वोपद्रवनाशनम् सर्वसम्पत्करं चैव स्वर्गमोक्षप्रदायकम् ध्यात्वा नृसिंहं देवेशं हेमसिंहासनस्थितम् विवृतास्यं त्रिनयनं शरदिन्दुसमप्रभं लक्ष्म्यालिङ्गितवामाङ्गं विभूतिभिरुपासितं चतुर्भुजं कोमलाङ्गं स्वर्णकुण्डलशोभितम् और्वोजशोभितोरस्कं रत्नकेयूरमुद्रितम् तप्तकाञ्चनसङ्काशं पीतनिर्मलवाससम् इन्द्रादिसुरमौलिस्थ स्फुरन्माणिक्यदीप्तिभिः विराजितपदद्वन्द्वं शङ्खचक्रादिहेतिभिः गरुत्मता च विनयात् स्तूयमानं मुदान्वितम् स्वहृत्कमलसंवासं कृत्वा तु कवचं पठेत् नृसिंहो मे शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात्मसम्भवः सर्वगोपिस्तम्भवासः फालं मे रक्षतु ध्वनिम् नृसिंहो मे दृशौ पातु सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनः स्मृतिं मे पातु नृहरिः मुनिवर्यस्तुतिप्रियः नासां मे सिंहनासस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मीमुखप्रियः सर्वविद्याधिपः पातु नृसिंहो रसना.
Okay. I'm bored. I don't believe it anymore. Something got across. I just ain't got time for that shit. Hungry? Alright. Oh, Malia said. You don't get that I'm the only person to make noise. don't care if nobody don't like it. Yeah, nigga. She rough around the edges. She a little tough. Yeah, after all that sticky shit going on over here. Chop them and now. Ain't trying to poison me. So I might be in that food. I had
कार्यं कर्म सन्मह्येत् मय आगते पादयोर्जानुनोरूर्वोः उदरे यद्यथोरसि मुखे शिरस्यानुपूर्वाद् ओङ्कारादीनि विन्यसेत् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति विपर्ययमथापि वा करन्यासं ततः कुर्यात् द्वादशाक्षरविद्यया प्रणवादियकारान्तम् अङ्गुल्यगुष्ठपर्वसु यशेत् हृदय ओङ्कारम् विकारमनुमूर्धनि षकारं तु भ्रुवोर्मध्ये णकारं शिखया दिशेत् वेकारं नेत्रयोर्युञ्ज्यात् नकारं सर्वसन्धिषु नकारमस्त्रमुद्दिश्य मन्त्रमूर्तिर्भवेत् बुधः सविसर्गं खडं तं तत् सर्वदिक्षु विनिर्दिशेत् ॐ विष्णवे नमः इति आत्मानं परमं ध्यायेत् ध्येयं षट्शक्तिभिर्युतं विद्यातेजस्तपो मूर्तिम् इमं मन्त्रमुदाहरेत् ॐ हरिर्विदध्यान् मम सर्वरक्षाम् न्यस्ताङ्घ्रिपद्मः पतगेन्द्रपृष्ठे दरारि चर्मासि गदेषु चापः पाशान् दधानोष्टगुणोष्टबाहुः जलेषु मां रक्षतु मत्स्यमूर्तिः जातो गणेभ्यो वरुणस्य पाशात् स्थलेषु मायावतु वामनोऽव्यात् त्रिविक्रमः केवतु विश्वरूपः दुर्गेष्वटव्याजिमुखादिषु प्रभुः छायान् नृसिंहो सुरयूथपारिः विमुञ्चतो यस्य महाट्टहासम् दिशो विनेतुर्न्यपतंश्च गर्भाः रक्षद्वसौ माध्वनियज्ञकल्पः वदंष्ट्रयोन्नीतधरो वराहः रामो त्रिकूटेष्वकविप्रवासे स लक्ष्मणोऽप्याद्भरताग्रजोऽस्मान् मामुग्रधर्मादखिलात् प्रमादात् नारायणः पातु नरस्य नासात् दत्तस्य योगनाथः वायात् गुणेशः कपिलः कर्मबन्धात्
Yeah, mix the weed.
सनत्कुमारोऽवतु कामदेवात् अयशीर्षामापतिदेवहेलनात् देवर्षिवर्यः पुरुषार्चनान्तरात् कूर्मो हरिर्मां निरयादशेषात् मन्मन्तरिर्भगवान् पात्वपत्यात् द्वन्द्वात्मयादृशभो निर्जितात्मा यज्ञश्च लोकादवताज्जनान्तात् बलोगणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्रः द्वैपायनो भगवानप्रबोधात् बुद्धस्तु पाखण्डगणात् प्रमादात् कल्पिस्थले कालमतात् प्रपातु धर्मावनायोरुकृतावतारः मां केशवो गदया प्रातरव्यात् गोविन्द आसङ्गवमात्तवेणुः नारायणः प्राण उदात्तशक्तिः मध्यं दिने विष्णुररीन्द्रपाणिः देवोपराह्णे मधुहोत्रधन्वा सायं त्रिधामावतु माधवो माम् दोषे हृषीकेशकृतार्धरात्रे निशीथ एकोऽवतु पद्मनाभः श्रीवत्सधामा पररात्र ईशः सैन्यमाशु कक्षं यथा पातसखो हुताशः गदेशनिस्पर्शनविस्फुलिङ्गे निष्पिण्ड्य जितप्रियासि
Everybody need a book of reading on here.
चूर्णयादीन् त्वं यादृधानप्रमथप्रेतमात्र पिशाचविप्रग्रहघोरदृष्टीन् नरेन्द्रविद्रावय कृष्णपूरितो धीमस्वनोरेर्हृदयानि कम्पयन् त्वं दिग्मधारासि वरारि सैन्यम् ईशप्रयुक्तो मम छिन्धि छिन्धि चक्षूंषि चर्मञ्छतचन्द्रछादय विषामघोनां हरपापचक्षुषाम् यन्नो भयं द्रवेभ्यो भूत हेतुभ्यो हृभ्य एव च सरीसृपेभ्यो दंष्ट्रिभ्यो भूतेभ्यो मोभ्य एव वा सर्वाण्येतानि भगवन् नामरूपास्त्रकीर्तनात् प्रयान्तु संक्षयं सद्यो येन श्रेयःप्रदीपकाः गरुडो भगवान् स्तोत्रस्तोभच्छन्दोमयः प्रभुः नक्षत्रशेषकृच्छ्रेभ्यो विश्वक्सेनस्वनामभिः सर्वापद्यो हरेर्नाम रूपयानायुधानि नः बुद्धीन्द्रियमनः प्राणान् पान्तु पार्षदभूषणाः यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसज्जयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः यथैकात्म्यानुभावानां विकल्परहितस्वयम् भूषणायुधलिङ्गाख्या हस्ते शक्ति स्वमायया तेनैव सत्यमानेन सर्वज्ञो भगवान् हरिः पातु सर्वैः स्वरूपैर्नः सदा सर्वत्र सर्वगः विदिक्षु दिक्षूर्ध्वमदः समन्तात् अन्तर्बहिर्भगवान् नारसिंहः प्रहापयन् लोकभयं स्वनेन स्वतेजसा ग्रस्तसमस्ततेजाः मघवन्निदमाख्यातम् कर्मनारायणात्मकम् विजेष्यस्यञ्जसा येन दंशितो सुरयूथपान् एतद्धारयमाणस्तु यं पश्यति चक्षुषा कदा वा संस्पृशेत् सद्यः साध्वसात् स विमुच्यते न कुतश्चित् भयं तस्य विद्यां धारयतो भवेत् राजतस्तु ग्रहादिभ्यो राष्ट्रादिभ्यश्च कर्हिचित् इमां विद्यां पुरा कश्चित् कौशिको धारयन् द्विजः योगधारणया स्वाङ्गं जहौ समरुधन्वनि तस्योपरि विमानेन गन्धर्वपतिरेकदा ययौ चित्ररथस्त्रीभिः वृतो यत्र द्विजक्षयः गगनान्यपतत्सद्यः स विमानोऽह्यवाक्षिराः सवालखिल्यवदनात् अस्थीन्यासाय विस्मितः नात्वा भावत्वमन्वगात् श्रीसुत उवाच यदिदं शृणुयात् काले यो धारयतिश्चादृतः तन्नमस्यन्ति भूतानि सुरान् Hey Gary, you been up there all night? Yeah, this should be well. Even Simply Safe's new wireless outdoor security kit. It has a 140-degree field of view and dual night vision. The new wireless outdoor security camera from Simply Safe.
tones help you maintain balance. Russian. Not a praying. This nigga died. They playing out there. They ain't made it right in the industry yet. It's judging on a Leo. Gemini. It's a Leo that changed something here. Judgment by Leo. Judgment on the Aries, Leo. Somebody planting seeds on the Virgo. Ship coming in for Virgo. Judgment on the Virgo. Who planted seeds? With the Aries and the Gemini. Realization of work, golden opportunity, justice. Death to whoever planted seeds. Ship coming in for Virgo. Love offer of the best path here by a male traveling towards the high priestess who took action here with some type of light shed on the situation about being in exile, needing a better path. Partnership here is fine. Something over though. Secret knowledge of a death. Authorities, something in the blind done. Golden opportunity in the cycle here with a Libra and Aquarius. Someone with a death here, a person walking away from conflict here, somebody trying to kill someone. Someone giving a love offer to heal something, an authority figure here. Somebody is doing something out of active emotion here due to somebody being left behind and secretly betrayed. Somebody's ending a cycle here. Somebody's going on their best path, whoever did something foolish with an Aquarius. For self-success with a Cancer. Partnering up the curse of high priestess. Could be going to jail. Everything's fine with the high priestess. Something going on with past person, child, friend, family members, authorities, secret knowledge, secret betrayals. Somebody here, someone's seen something online, someone's not getting away with something. Someone's rejecting anything from being blocked. They're putting boundaries up. Someone all in their mind on how to take authority here over someone communicating something here about a ritual. Something dealing with another path for a male and an empress. Someone is blocking this. Wish fulfillment in the cult is some boundaries. People going to jail. Somebody is guided. They're doing something alone to cut something off with people coming in crazy around them. Somebody is gaining self-success for balance for something here with a project. It's the Sagittarius doing something with the project, and the cult could go to jail. A lot of boundaries on something here due to prayer. Something communicated with guidance here. Victory for one person who is cursed. Somebody is mentally tormented over being cut off on a new path with the Empress. Sagittarius want to marry somebody. Some boundaries up due to someone stealing something or something dealing with occult and children. Somebody is doing something here for a lot of money that they're cheating someone on a new path because They are crying over spilled milk due to someone having an emperor that wants to marry someone and balance something out. It is burden on the occult here for doing something to children, putting burden on children. A lot of people here did something with inheritance to leave something out, someone out in the cold. Someone's been cheated and cursed. It's mental torment due to God cutting this off. Something dealing with a court as well, with a father or a boss. Something dealing with a Sagittarius, a child moment over fertility. Somebody stole something here with the project. Someone's intuitive about a burden put on a child or children. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Solid offer from a foreigner who's awakened about a burden on a child here being discovered due to someone's intuition. Somebody here is wishing for the devil and all these people here to be heartbroken. Something with Aquarius left out in the cold in the family that's a child, high honor. Or someone's going to be in court over this. A father getting some time. Awakening here about a solid offer for a person that someone put burden on, someone stressed about what's being discovered here. Somebody getting some time here for taking a solid offer here to cause calamity and stress in someone's life. Somebody discovered this through their intuition, getting an even exchange from the devil. Wishing that they're heartbroken here and illuminating. Someone's a star coming out of the cold here. Going to be very happy, being unapologetic. God giving people time here in prison. Somebody getting time for STD as well. Some discovered here. Someone was intuitive about something here. It's a person who is a Capricorn here that had an Aquarius child. Get a solid offer for this child. Something discovered about this here. Some transactions here. Somebody's coming out of the cold of court because of an awakening due to someone's intuition and wishes granted. Somebody's heartbroken because of a family member delayed them. And they have some type of bad health. Something dealing with an STD or addiction is illuminated here about a child. I'm seeing as well. Somebody receiving a solid offer here because of what's been discovered here. Some even exchange here to come out of the cold here. Something going on in court. The court's awakened about somebody here very beautiful here who took action or got a wish granted now because of a Capricorn doing something, paying people here to do something heartbreaking. This has been illuminated. And somebody's left out in the cold here by a family member here. Something dealing with a child in court. Somebody receiving some time. Somebody very loyal here, awakened about something here, very sickening. Something discovered. Somebody choosing to use their intuition to take action on something or to get a wish granted. Something about semen here and addiction here and paying people. Something heartbroken about Aquarius here having sex with the family. With a family member that's a child. And the court here is giving somebody some time. It's deep, man. Never mind it. Something's changed. 655. It's clear. I might be talking different languages. They might not understand it. I feel somebody throw chakra. They're guilty. They shouldn't have took action on something, but they did. Something will be publicly recognized by the judgment here. Something with DNA here, boat travels, a lot of people involved in something here, wealth. Some done in the blind here, somebody doing magic, child. Big. I don't be knowing where I'm getting stuff from or nothing. Just kidding me. I didn't mother.
credit card, 0 is our favorite number. 0 balance, 0 mosquitoes, and 0 interest for up to 18 months. Get a 0% for APR balance. That's zero.
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते 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 सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते
Coffee.
Black savings are back. Right now, save $30 on the 14-piece, $105 on the 10-piece kit, $10 off the 5-piece kit. With family or traveling in the country this holiday.
प्रचोदयात्
He's scared to smoke.
अब मैं एक नवा निष्कर्ष बोल रहा हूँ। सत्यम की नष्ट पूर्ण पद है और प्रत्येक को उसका पूर्ण पठन करना चाहिए। न तातो न माता न बंधु न भाता न पुत्रो न पुत्री न भृत्यो न भर्ता न जाया न विद्या नोत्तरममेवं न तिष्ठं तमेका भवामि न वाग्दावपारे महादुःखभीरो प्रकामी प्रलोभी प्रमत्त संसार पास प्रबद्ध सदाहं न तिष्ठं तमेका भवामि न जानामि दानं न च ध्यानयोगं
न जानामि तंत्रं न च स्तोत्रमन्त्रं न जानामि पूजां न च न्यासयोगं न तिष्ठं मध्यस्थं तमेका भवामि न जानामि पुण्यं न जानामि तीर्थं न जानामि मुक्तिलयं वा कदाचित् न जानामि भक्ति मतं वापि मातर् न तिष्ठं मध्यस्थं तमेका भवामि कुकर्मी कुसंगी कुबुद्धि कुदास कुलाचारहीन कलाचारहीन कुदृष्टि कुवाक्य कुदम्ब सदाहं यतिष्ठं मतिष्ठं तमेका भवामि प्रदेशं गणेशं महेशं सुरेशं निवेशं निशीक्षेश्वरं वा कदाचित् न जानामि तान्यत् सदाहं शरण्यं यतिष्ठं मतिष्ठं तमेका भवामि विवादे विषादे प्रमादे प्रवासे जले चानले पर्वते शत्रुमध्ये अरण्ये शरण्ये सदा मां प्रपाहि मध्यस्थं मध्यस्थं तमेका भवामि अनाथो दरिद्रो जरारो विलुप्तो मनाक्षीण दीन सदा जागरिता विपत्ति प्रविष्टा भजामि मध्यस्थं मध्यस्थं तमेका भवामि। भगवान ने अष्टक भी अपने आप में अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है और उसका पाठ भी अपने आप में करना चाहिए। जो जगदम्बा की स्तुति की थी उस स्तुति को मैं आपके सामने उचित कर रहा हूँ, अपने आप में अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। ओम काला प्राक्षी गुण भयदान मौलि बद्धेन्दुरेखा शंखम चक्रम कृपाणम करे रुद्रवंती नेत्रान शिवस्कंदारि रूढ़ाम सुवज्रकिलं तेजसां पूरयन्ति ध्याये दुर्गा जयाख्यां बलदां शीलितां सिद्धिकामे ऋजुर्वाचरम् चक्रादे श्रवणानीते दिव्ये तस्मिन् दुरात्मसुरारि वदेशदेव्या तां कस्तो प्रन्दमसुरुद्रांसा वाग्भिप्रसकुलगोदं तारवेया देव्याज्ञातत्वेन्द्रदात्मनक्षा विश्वेश्वरं सत्संगमूर्त्या तामूलकामचन्द्रमासि पूज्यां भक्तानुगातुभानुशाम यस्यापवामदं भगवानमन्तो ब्रह्मा हर्षनिर्मुक्तिमणम्बरञ्च सा संविदाखलितपरिपालनाय नाथाय चासु वैष्णवीं करोतु याची स्वयं सुखदां भविष्यलक्ष्मी पापात्मनां विद्यामदेषु बुद्धिः श्रद्धास्तां कुलिन प्रवशलज्जा तां दासुं परिपालयते विश्वम् किंमायां गौरवमुचिन्तमेतत् किञ्चातिमीश्वरक्षयकारिभूति किञ्चावेषु सुतान्तवाद्भुतेनि सर्वेषु देवेषु देवगणादिकेषु हेतो समुद्रतां देवनाथदोषे लज्जायसे हरेरादिविप्रपारा सर्वास्याकृन्दं निकर्षभूता वज्राकताय परमाभक्तिसुमाद्या यस्यात्मसत्ता संकीर्णेन शक्तिं प्रयासमुखेषु देवी स्वाहा सुयै कृतव्यवस्थितभक्तिहेतु उच्चारशेषुदेविने सदा च या मुक्ति हेतु चिंतमां प्राप्य मध्यस्य चिंततत्वसारे मोक्षादिभिर्निरतसमुद्रोषे विद्याशा भगवती परमानन्देवी शब्दात्मिका सुमदविषा नाम्ना मुर्गी शरण्य बदपाठसाम्नां देवी त्रयी भगवती भगवानाच वाकार सर्वतां परमात्यंत्री निरजादिविता दुर्गाद्वारा दुर्गा दुर्गो सागर नव संज्ञा श्री चैत्यधारी हृदय गदा दिवासा गौरव मौलिक प्रतिष्ठा ईश्वर स्वागमनम परिपूर्ण चंद्र तुम्बानुगारी गौतम कांति कांतम अच्युतम प्रतिमा प्रसादात्म वस्त्रम लोक सहसा में शास्त्रे नाम विश्वाद भूजन भक्ति कराल निजित संस्कृति संसदेव प्राणम विशुद्ध चित्रम के जीवित गुप्तांतर दर्शनेन देवी प्रसिद्ध वर्मा भवती भवाय सद्यो विनाश विभवती कुलानि विद्यातमे तद्देव दशमेतं नीतं विलं सुकुलं शास्त्रस्य तेषां पदा निर्मदेशनां देशां तेषां निशां संवर्ग गण्याश्रयं तद्वतदारा येषां स्वाभिदयता भवति प्रसन्ना ब्रह्म्यान् देवीशक्तां कर्मा नित्यात्र सुकृतिं करोति स्वर्गं प्रदाति भवति वसादा लोकत्रय भल्लां देवीनां योगेश मुदा से ऐसे भीतर फिर संतो सचेत मुदा में विधि सुबान दासी दायित्व दुखवान निकाल बनिया सर्वोपकार करना सदा सकता एक बार ऐसे जब रुपये सुगम करीते कुर्बंतु नाम नरकाजराय पापम संग्राम मुक्ति मुद्गम विद्यम प्रांतो मतवेश दोनों हितामन देवी दृष्टि गई के निमित्ति भगवती भस्मा सर्वाश्रय सुस्मरण सत्संग लोकान प्रांतो सतभूता इत्थम मत लोकेशु के दिशा हुई खड्ग प्रधान बलवे सुनो गई शोधाग्रगामी हिंदुसंस्वारणं निन्नागता विलमन विलुगंधा योग्यान्नम तबुलोकतां देवत तो वृत्त समलम तदेवशीलम रूपम तद्विदुचितमुतलमन्ये गीतं संस्कृताक्रमाणां लोहितदेवता तेथम किन्नोमा भवते प्राक्तनस्य रूपं सतुपचारित्यादिकुत्र चित्तस्य पास मनुष्यता संयोग देवते मंत्रेति त्रिलोक्य में त्रिलोकपुरस्नेन सातम प्रयास मोदन्ते अथवा नीता विगुणं पाचा मुस्माक मनुष्याय नमस्ते शरीरेण पाणि देवी पाणि भेगेन चामिरे नंदार्पण पाई चावज्जामे नीत कात्याम सुजात कनिकाम लक्ष्मी रामेण सुलक्ष्य तुरश्याम देश्वरी सोम्याने रूपेण त्रिलोकजनते यंजाकते भुवने रक्षास्मास्तावं खलसुरदादि यंजासन दनिके करपरलोसंगे इसमानुसुरदा श्रीवाचर एवं शासित दिगुसुरन मोहे अचाई करते दादंदा मुनिवरी बच्चा समस्ते स्थिति दिगुदा का आपका संकेत संतान स्वयं दिवाचर इंसान का विश्व बंद करने दिवाचर भगवत कर सोम नदिन विशिष्ट विजय अधिक सुत्रोस मानकम में शास रीता गुरु देव तयार मानकम में श्री चिंता सुनो चिंता मान बताओ इस मत से मेरी विचार को सुनाने कसब दिन दे दंडाद संतान वह देव कृष्ण तुम होगा कम के शुरुआत है इसी प्रसाद देव जैसे संसारना तो इसका मधु काली भगवान दुकान हुआ तुम बात समूहता है पुराण देवी देश की जिंदगी पुनश्च वह दियासा सोल भूता दावत पदार्थ देवता नाम साथ सुंदरो दक्षिणाथ लोकानां देवानां भगानी कश्यप महाशातम भागवत कथाम दे तो जीवन में लखी जय। यह अपने आप में सती है और जो देवताओं ने भगवान लवरी जी ने मात्र सती की थी, इसीलिए इसका पठन और श्रवण प्रत्येक साधक के लिए और व्यक्ति के लिए अत्यंत उपयोगी और उत्तम है। और वास्तव में इस कैसेट में जो सूत्र दिए हैं ये अपना उत्तम कोटि के हैं और प्रत्येक पाठक को, साधक को, भक्त को श्रवण करनी चाहिए। मैं आप सबको हृदय से आशीर्वाद।
Ghirardelli chocolate chips makes baking a bite better.
I just heard Reading Rainbow. I really did. A lot of people, child, cheated. 7 steps. Ooh, child. Wow. Ain't that some news here? I'm all up in y'all mind because of y'all on my mind, because I'm on y'all mind. This mind control over here. Mind controlling the bitch over there. I can't even say the shit right. I ain't mad at you, boy. I ain't mad at you. Your car's all right, Rainbow. Ooh, child. Sang it good. Oh, my gosh. I had to light a cigarette. I got a whole joint roll.
What's inside Airborne? A blast of immune support that's more than just vitamin C. It's a unique crafted blend.
Strength, wisdom, and guidance. Somebody used to always pray for. Start praying with that again, because that just got me through a lot. Strength, wisdom, and guidance. It's something as a child I always prayed for that. What about it? Who gives a fuck? I promise you I don't give a fuck, Corey. Why would I?
If you're having negative thought loops and have been curious about mindful
Bitch, why are you
meditation,
showing up
then
so
keep
quickly, motherfucker? What are you doing sitting down watching me? Yeah, no. Ain't no coming to me to talk to me about a fuck thing. don't give a damn.
श्री शनिश्चर
Just like
माला
your
मंत्रः
ass.
विनियोग ओमस्य श्री शनिश्चर माला मंत्रस्य कश्यप ऋषि अनुष्टुप छंदा शनिश्चरो देवता शम बीजम निम शक्ति मम कीलकम समस्त पीड़ा परिहार्थे शनिश्चर प्रसाद सिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः कर्ण्यास शनिश्चराय मुष्टाभ्याम नमः कृष्णवर्णाय तर्जनीभ्यां नमः सूर्यपुत्राय मधुमाभ्यां नमः मंदगते नामिकाभ्यां नमः गृध्रीवाहनाय कृष्णकाभ्यां नमः अंगोपादाय करतल कर्पिष्ठाभ्यां नमः अंगन्यास शनिश्चराय हृदय नमः कृष्णवर्णाय शिरसे स्वाहा सूर्यपुत्राय शिखाय वषट मंदगते कवचाय हुम गृध्रीवाहनाय नेत्रत्रय वष्ट अंगोपादाय अस्त्राय फट ध्यानम गौरबिर्गणो द्विशिख चरम धरम त्रिशूलम भास्वत क्रीड मुकुट उज्ज्वल तेन्द्र नीलम नीलात पत्र कुसुमादि सुगंध भूषम देवम भजे रवि सुतम तोष्मि नित्यम ओम नमो भगवते शनेश्वराय मंदगते सूर्यपुत्राय महाकालग्नि सदृशाय क्रूर देवाय गृध्रियासनाय नील रूपाय चतुर्भुजाय त्रिनेत्राय नीलांबरधराय नीलमाला विभूषिताय धनुराकार मंडले प्रतिष्ठिताय काश्यप गोत्र आत्मजाय माणिक्यमुक्ताभरणाय छायापुत्राय सकल महारौद्राय सकल जगदीश्वराय पंगुपादाय रूपाय देवासुर भयंकराय कृष्णवर्णाय स्थूल रोमाय अधोमुखाय नीलवर्णाय नीलवर्ण रथारूढ़ाय सर्वजन भयंकराय नाम शम नाम मम ओम रक्ष मम शत्रु नाश्य नाश्य सर्वपीड़ा नाश्य नाश्य विषमस्थ स्नेत्रान स्वज्वरणान शम्य शम्य समस्त व्याधि नाम मोच्या मोच्या विमोच्या विमोच्या माम रक्ष रक्ष समस्त दुष्ट ग्रहान भक्ष्य भक्ष्य ब्राह्म्य ब्राह्म्य त्रास्य त्रास्य वंद्य वंद्य उन्माद्य उन्माद्य दीप्य दीप्य ताप्य ताप्य सर्व विघ्नान सिंधि सिंधि डाकनी शाकनी भूत वेताल यक्ष रक्षो गंधर्व ग्रामान ग्रास्य ग्रास्य भक्ष्य भक्ष्य दह दह पच पच हन हन विदार्य विदार्य शत्रुन नाश्य नाश्य सर्व पीड़ां नाश्य नाश्य विषमस्त शनेश्वरान सुप्रीम्या सुप्रीम्या सर्व ज्वरान शमे शमे समस्त व्याधीन विमोच्य विमोच्य ओम शम नम मम पराम पम हुम शनेश्वराय नीलाबर वर्णाय नील मेखलाय सौर्य नमः
Looking for affordable, high-quality insurance with care in your neighborhood? Yep, we got that covered, and better. On a mission for
He
better.
don't know. That nigga act like he don't know. I see this shit. That shit crazy, boy. That's what it is.
अपने भगवान से बोल रहा हूँ सत्यम की नष्ट गुणपद है और प्रत्येक को इसका श्रवण और पठन करना ही चाहिए न तातो न माता न बंधु न दाता न पुत्रो न पुत्री न मृत्यो न भर्ता न गाया न विद्या न ममेवं न चित्तम पारे महादुख भीड़ो प्रगामी प्रलोभी प्रमत्त संसार पास प्रबद्ध सदा हम नतिस्तम तमें का भवानी न जानामि दानं न ज्ञान योगम न जानामि तंत्रम न स्तोत्र मंत्रम न जानामि पूजा न न्यास योगम नतिस्तम तमें का भवानी न जानामि पुण्यम न जानामि तीर्थम न जानामि नृत्यलयं वा कदाचित् न जानामि भक्ति मदन बापे मातर नतिस्तम तमें का भवानी कुकर्मी कुसंगी कुबुद्धि कुदासर कुलाचारही न कलाचारही कुदृष्टि कुवाक्य प्रबंध सदाहम यतिस्तम तमें का भवानी प्रदेशं गमेशं महेशं सुरेशं
Holding on to the cult is stressful.
जानामि तान् सदाहं शरण्यं
Just get out that shit.
यतिष्ठं तमेका भवामि विवादे विषादे प्रमादे प्रवासे नले चानले पर्वते सतुमध्ये अरण्ये शरण्ये सदा मां प्रपाहि यतिष्ठं तमेका भवामि अनाथो दरिद्रो जरारोगयुक्तो माक्षीण दीनः सदा जागरूकता जपति प्रतिष्ठा सदा भजामि यतिष्ठं तमेका भवामि। ये बाबा ने पुस्तक भी अपने आप में अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है और उसका पाठ भी अपने आप में करना चाहिए। जो जगदम्बा की स्तुति की थी उस स्तुति को मैं आपके सामने उचित कर रहा हूँ, अपने आप में अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। ओम काला प्राक्षी गुल भयदान मौलि बद्धेन्दु रेखा संखंड प्रबालम सुगंधरे रूढ़ाम सुमंद्रखिलम तेजसाम पूरयन्ति जाय दुर्गा जयक्षाम बलदाम शिवदाम सुदिकाम
To do some simple shit, but won't.
ओम क्रीं 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 कालिके क्लीं 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 सर्वशत्रूणां प्रहारय भञ्जय मारय विस्फोटय क्लीं 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 फट्।
Every week, we ship thousands of these free packages out to timeshare owners who are lied to and misled by the timeshare company.
ऐं 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 वाग्देव्यै ऐं 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 नमः। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी सात्नाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी सात्नाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी सात्नाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी शापनाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी शापनाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चंडिका देवी शापनाशानुग्रहं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनं उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षी यमामृतात्। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनं उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षी यमामृतात्। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनं उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षी यमामृतात्।
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisture.
Cotton balls to keep all this hiding from me. Shut up. Somebody thought I had everything. Shut up.
ओम ऐं ह्रीं मनः शक्ति जागृय ह्रीं ऐं ओम। ओम ऐं ह्रीं मनः शक्ति जागृय ह्रीं ऐं ओम। ओम ऐं ह्रीं मनः शक्ति जागृय ह्रीं ऐं ओम। मेरे सामने आप देखेंगे और मैं शक्तिपात करता हुआ आपके शरीर में भैरव साधन करता हुआ आपके जीवन में पूर्ण रूप से जीवन पर्यंत भैरव सहायक बने रहे वो मंत्र पढ़ना। ओम दीर्घोतोतां पूर्वासा चिंतामि कल्याणतां नमो संदास पूर्वासा दीर्घोतो कल्याणतां दीर्घ सर्वनोकं चंदनं मंदिरं बिंदुराव मर्दय मर्दय मलय मलय जागृत जागृत त्रोटे त्रोटे दीप्तं दीप्तं पाम पिं पुं पालती पूर्णा खां खीं खूं खे चरिता सांग सिंह सुं सप्तश्री देवी अमृत सत्यं कृष्णमय इंकारी रूप हरिंकारी पिपालिके क्लिंकारी कामरूपिणी बीज रूपिणी मूर्ते चामुंडा चंद्रगाति च इंकारी वदानी विक्षेचा भैरनां दीन दुम दुजड़े पत्नी वाम वेम वागदेश्वरी क्रां क्रीं क्रों कालिके देवी सांग सिंह सोमे सोंगुरु हुम हुम हुंगारूपिणी जंजनानी गाम भीम रोम भैरवी भद्रवाणी तीनों मां अंकम चंदन तम पम बेन संबंधरागा पूर्वातो समसा दीर्घातो स्वानम शक्ति कला कल्याणतम बीजो अधोस्थानम सा पूर्वो सा नेति भूतलक्ष्मी सर्वाणिते मंदिरादो संत पूर्वा सती मां समस्त शरीरे एतोस्मानम समस्त परिवार पुत्र पौत्र पत्नी बंधु बांधु सहिताया समस्त शरीरे रक्ष रक्ष पूर्णतम मां समस्त पूरा साचित्यामि कल्याणतम बीजो ततभ्यम संभ्रमितं बोधपुत्रभ्यम संपर्ददे। ओम ब्रह्म 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 दैरव्यै फट। ओम ब्रह्म 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 दैरव्यै फट। ओम ब्रह्म 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 दैरव्यै फट।
Get Ultimate Repair, acidic bonding concentrate from Redpin. Couture makeup begins with you. Valentino.
सरस्वत्यौ रूपं मकरमहितं विप्रतिहताम् निहन्तुं व्यादेवं भवचरतरूपं श्रियमहो गतं देव्यं पूर्णं परमपवितं पूर्णदमिदे अतोर्व्यां पूर्वस्यां मदनमदपूर्वं व्यतिरति सरस्वत्यै रूपं परमहितं विप्रतिहता निहन्तुं व्यादेवं भवचरतरूपं श्रियमहो गतं देव्यं पूर्णं परमपवितं पूर्णदमिदे अतोर्व्यां पूर्वस्यां मदनमदपूर्वं व्यतिरति सरस्वत्यै रूपं परमहितं विप्रतिहता निहन्तुं व्यादेवं भवचरतरूपं श्रियमहो गतं देव्यं पूर्णं परमपवितं पूर्णदमिदे अतोर्व्यां पूर्वस्यां मदनमदपूर्वं व्यतिरति स्वरूपं बलवीर्ययुक्तं पूर्णो सदावं दासो यशोक्षम् अतुलितबलधामं पूर्णमेवावशिष्यम् अनुमतमदसिद्धिं पूर्णतामेव तुल्यम्। हनुमान एक ऐसे व्यक्तित्व हैं जो एक दास से देवता बन गए, जिन्होंने अवतार नहीं लिया। एक दास भाव से, एक शिष्य भाव से, और एक शिष्य जिसको तुम दास कहते हो कि राम का सेवक था, राम का तुम्हारी दो तीन भ्रांतियां हैं, वह मैं दूर कर लेना चाहता हूँ। एक भ्रांति तो तुम्हारे मानस में ये हनुमान जी की पूंछ थी और चित्रकारों ने पूंछ बना दी तो उसको पूंछ हमेशा भी लग गई। हनुमान जी की तो पूंछ थी नहीं। वह एक जाति थी, हनुमान वानर जाति थी, ऋषि जाति थी, ऋषि मूल जाति थी, सुथार एक जाति है, ब्राह्मण एक जाति है, क्षत्रिय एक जाति है, वैश्य एक जाति है। ठीक उसी प्रकार से वानर एक जाति थी जो मध्य प्रदेश के उस भाग में रहती थी। और उनके साथ में, सुग्रीव के साथ में, उनके कई सैनिक थे। उन सैनिकों का सेना नायक हनुमान, ये आगे चल करके न मालूम किसने उसकी पूंछ लगा दी और वो पूंछ आज तक चली आ रही वह जाति। और अगर हमारे किसी दादाजी के पूंछ लगा के फोटो लगा दिया जाए तो हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ी है कि हमारे दादाजी की पूंछ दादाजी की पूंछ थी, तो फोटो देख ली। अब क्यों पूंछ लगा दी, कैसे लगा दी, इसे भ्रम को दूर करना चाहता हूँ। मगर अब मैं कहूँगा तो लोग मानेंगे नहीं, भाई आप तो कहाँ से नई बात उठा के ले आए, हम तो 1000 मंदिर देखे हैं, आप तो मतलब क्या कह रहे हैं। मगर बलशाली थे, हिम्मतवान थे, ताकतवान थे, और सेना नायक अगर ताकतवान नहीं होगा तो राजा चल नहीं सकता था। इसलिए बाली पर विजय प्राप्त करने के लिए, और बाली को समर्थन था रावण का, और ताकतवान भी था, और सुग्रीव और बाली दोनों मित्र थे, भाई थे। इसलिए बाली को राम की जरूरत थी, राम को भी सैनिकों की जरूरत थी जिसके बल पर वे रावण को पराजित कर सकें। इसलिए दोनों एक दूसरे से जुड़े। उस जुड़ने की क्रिया में हनुमान सेनानायक थे, तो सेनानायक को सबसे ज्यादा काम सौंपा जाता है, अध्यक्ष को सबसे ज्यादा काम सौंपा जाता है कि ये भी काम तुम ही करोगे, ये भी तुम करोगे, वो भी तुम करोगे, ये भी तुम करोगे, तुम कहां से करवाते हो, तुम्हारा काम। इस दृष्टि से हनुमान धीरे धीरे जब सुग्रीव एक राम के दास बन गए, दास का मतलब नौकर नहीं, दास का मतलब काम करने वाला है, दास का मतलब शिष्य। और हनुमान में भी गुरुदेव उनके गुरु थे, उन गुरु से उन्होंने भी पूर्णतः दीक्षा प्राप्त की थी। पवन पुत्र थे, माँ का नाम अंजनी था और सोन का नाम था। उन ऋषि से उन्होंने पूर्णतः दीक्षा प्राप्त करके उन सिद्धियों को प्राप्त किया था, जिसके माध्यम से वे वायु वेग के माध्यम से उड़ सकते थे, या वायु वेग से एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान पर जा सकते थे, या शरीर को बढ़ा सकते थे या घटा सकते थे। इस प्रकार की साधनाओं को अणिमादि सिद्धियां कहते हैं, जो 16 सिद्धियां कहलाती हैं। और ये 16 सिद्धियां गुरु अपने शिष्य को तब देता है जब शिष्य के रोम रोम में गुरु का नाम अंकित हो जाता है, होठों पर नहीं और जुबान पर भी नहीं। इसलिए राम ने कहा कि तो कभी मुझे याद करता भी है, तो उन्होंने एकदम सीना फाड़ के दिखा दिया। अब आप देख लीजिए, मैं आपको याद करता हूँ, आप अंदर बैठे हुए हैं, आप और जानकी और लक्ष्मण तीनों बैठे हुए हैं। इसलिए वो अपने आप में सौनक ऋषि के शिष्य थे और उन्होंने उन समस्त सिद्धियों को प्राप्त किया था, जिसके माध्यम से शरीर को छोटा करना, शरीर को दीर्घकाय बना देना, शरीर को अति लघु रूप बना देना। जब समुद्र पार कर रहे थे, बीच में राक्षनी आई तो उन्होंने सुरसा, जो सुरसा बढ़ावा, जो सुरसा ने पहले 5 फुट की हुई तो 7 फुट की हो गई, वो 10 फुट की, 12 फुट की हो गई, 18 फुट की हो गई, 25 फुट की हो गई, वो 80 फुट की हुई तो ये 100 फुट के हो गए, वो 105 फुट की हुई तो वो मक्खी की तरह मुंह से वो सेवा बाहर निकली। उन्होंने कहा कि आप मुझे जीत नहीं सकती किसी भी रूप में, किसी रास्ता छोड़ दीजिए, मुझे लंका पर जाना है और अपने गुरु का, अपने स्वामी का कार्य संपूर्ण करना है। और बस सुरसा एक स्थान बैठ गई और आगे चल के सुरसा ने हनुमान से शादी भी की। ब्रह्मचारी तो सही, मगर ब्रह्मचारी का मतलब ये नहीं होता जो शादी नहीं की होता उसको ब्रह्मचारी कहता है, ये परिभाषा गलत है। जो ब्रह्म जैसा आचरण करता है वो ब्रह्मचारी कहता है, ब्रह्मचरंती सब्रह्मचारी। नहीं पा रहे हो तो तुम्हारी गलती ये है कि 3 कारणों से तुम्हें सफलता नहीं मिल सकती। एक कारण तो तुम्हारा विश्वास नहीं होगा साधना पर या मंत्र पर। अगर थोड़ा सा भी विश्वास डगमगाया तो तुम्हें सफलता 2000 साल भी नहीं मिल सकती। विश्वास तो पूरी जिंदगी भर करना पड़ता है। हो सकता है एक बार में सफलता नहीं मिल पाए कोई कारण से, तो हम दूसरी बार करेंगे, 2 बार में सफलता में तीसरी बार करेंगे, मगर ऐसा तो जिंदगी में मेरे हुआ ही नहीं कि चौथी बार करना पड़े, ऐसा तो हुआ ही नहीं। और 2-3 दिन इसलिए देना पड़ता है कि तुम्हारा मन डगमगाता है, तुम तरह से मन करते नहीं, मंत्र जाप करते नहीं, या जिस तरीके से बताऊं उस तरीके से करते नहीं, या विश्वास पूरा होता नहीं। विश्वास का मतलब है कि कर तो रहा हूँ, सफलता मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी, रघुजी ने कहा कर लेते, यही से विश्वास टूट गया, वो ब्रीच नहीं रह पाएगा। पुल में दरार आ जाएगी तो उस पुल पर से कोई जान पार नहीं कर सकता। या तो पूर्ण रूप से जुड़ेंगे या फिर नहीं जुड़ेंगे, या विश्वास करेंगे या फिर नहीं करेंगे। जिसके 2 पति होते हैं वो पतिव्रता नहीं कहलाता, एक पति बहुत है। पार लगा दूंगा, मैं अकेले ही पार लगा दूंगा, तो 100 गुरु भी पार नहीं लगा सकते, ये गारंटी की बात। और मुझे विश्वास है क्योंकि सबसे आसान साधना है प्राइमरी स्कूल की साधना है और सबसे कठिन साधना है आसान इसलिए है, इसमें ज़्यादा झंझटबाजी कुछ नहीं है। और जो झंझट बता रहे हैं दूसरे, वे सब केवल फ्रॉड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं दक्षिण दिशा की ओर मुँह करना चाहिए, दीवा जाना चाहिए, दिया होनी चाहिए, लौ होनी चाहिए, रात को मुँह चौथा होना चाहिए, ये यंत्र इधर होना चाहिए, रात टेढ़े बैठे से, ये सब केवल बहकाने की बातें होती हैं। ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता इसमें किसी भी साधना में। जब गुरु को ज्ञान नहीं होता तो कोई गलती निकालेगा ही निकालेगा। डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे कौन कोई रोग बताएगा ही बताएगा कि ब्लड प्रेशर जा छुट्टी। अब वो गया फीस दिया दूसरे में बताऊंगा ही नहीं तो डॉक्टर कैसा है? ब्लड प्रेशर 8 में छेद है तुम्हारे, तो कब तो मालूम करो छेद है कि सारा दिल में छेद है कि 8 में है कि नहीं है, वो तो लिख दिया तुम रोते रह जिंदगी वो छेद है छेद है छेद है। डॉक्टर कह के छूटता है, भूत प्रेत वालों के पास जाओगे भूत प्रेत बता ही देगा तुम्हारे शरीर में 5 भूत है, एक निकाल देता हूँ 4 और बाकी है, फिर आना पड़ेगा। ये सब ढोंग है और मैं ढोंग अपने शिष्यों को नहीं देना चाहती। मैं कहता हूँ ये साधना बहुत कठिन है, मैं कह रहा हूँ ये साधना बहुत आसान है। आसान इसलिए है कि अगर आप विश्वास के साथ अथवा साधना करें तो दूसरी बार साधना करने की जरूरत पड़ती ही नहीं है। और नहीं तो घर की पत्नी भी 40 साल तक आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं आती, अक्सर कहाँ से कंट्रोल में आए? 40 साल तक जूझते हुए हो गए, अभी तक वो बस रणचंडी की तरह जूझती रहती है, आपके साथ तलवार लिए खड़ी रहती है, आए घर में काटे और तुम सोचते हो सारा छोड़ सकते नहीं इनको, लोग बदनाम मुझे करेंगे, ये बस रणचंडी बनी हुई है, उसको कंट्रोल कर नहीं सकते। उसको कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते तो अब कंट्रोल कहाँ से? उसके लिए संघर्ष और विश्वास कि मैं कहूँगा पत्नी करेगी ही काम। अगर तुम्हें पौरुष देता तो थोड़े पत्नी तुम पर हावी हो जाए तुम पुरुष हुए फिर कैसे? या तो वो हावी होगी या तुम हावी होगी, दोनों से एक हावी होगी। अब तुम मिमिया तुम बात करते हैं बच्चे मेरे क्यों आए और फिर 5 से छूटा था नहीं छूटा लेट क्यों हुए फिर बस नहीं मिली। हाँ तुम्हें बस मिलती नहीं है, रोज 7 बजे 8 बजे तुम बहाने में कितनी बार बहाने बनाओ? एक बार डॉक्टर के कह रहा चल बाहर निकल यहाँ से देखा जाएगा दूसरी ले आऊंगा मैं, तो सीधे काम करें। अप्सरा के सामने से पौरुष रखना पड़ेगा, हिम्मत रखनी पड़ेगी, साथ रखना पड़ेगा, तब अप्सरा सिद्धि प्राप्त हो पाएगी। मिमियाते हुए रोते हुए चीखते हुए झिझाते हुए करोगे तब अप्सरा सिद्धि नहीं हो पाएगी। एक बात। दूसरी बात, अप्सरा सिद्धि का मतलब ये नहीं है भाई तुम्हारी पत्नी एक तरफ तुम अप्सरा के साथ साथ घूमते हो, किनारे पीस घूम रहे हो और दही बड़े खा रहे हो। अप्सरा सिद्धि का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि साथ साथ कोई नहीं। अप्सरा सिद्धि का मतलब है कि तुम्हारा यौवन, तुम्हारा सौंदर्य, तुम्हारी पौरुष, तुम्हारी ताकत, तुम्हारी क्षमता और जीवन भर मार्गदर्शक और तुम्हारे प्रत्येक सुख में सुखी और दुख में सुख प्रदान करने वाली को अप्सरा कहते हैं। और यह किसी भी प्रकार से ग्रस्त जीवन में बाधक नहीं है, मगर जिस प्रकार से तुम सुख पाना चाहो उस प्रकार से सुख और आनंद उसके माध्यम से प्राप्त हो सकता है। मैं भी ग्रस्त हूँ, मेरी भी पत्नी है, पोते हैं, पोतियां हैं, बहुएं हैं और मैंने अपना साधना सिद्ध कर रखी है और मिलता हूँ और कई मेरे ग्रस्त जीवन बाधक है ही नहीं। यदि आप में संयमित जीवन है तो कुछ नहीं, और असंयमित जीवन है तो अप्सरा की जरूरत नहीं। अप्सरा टकरार पे रोज घूमती रहती, 500 रुपये फैन की अप्सरा देंगे। बस आपका कितना अपने आप में वर्चस्व है, आपका अपने ऊपर कितना कंट्रोल है उस पर डिपेंड है। पहली बात तो ये कठिन इसलिए साधना कह रहा हूं कि इसमें संयमितता ज्यादा जरूरी है। आप संयमित हो तो बीच में ज्वाई वो दिखाई दे आप असंयमित हो जाते हैं। ऐसा कई लोगों को असफलता इसलिए मिल जाती है, वो परीक्षा लेने के लिए वो पास में आके बैठ जाती है या घुटने से घुटने सटा लेती है। मतलब 21 दिन की साधना होती है तो 5 दिन 7 दिन 8 दिन ऐसी घटनाएं घटती हैं तो आप एकदम से मेंटल डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं, क्या हुआ, ऐसा कैसे हो गया, अब क्या करूं। इसलिए जितने दिन की साधना मैं कहूँगा उतने दिन की साधना आपको कर लेनी चाहिए। उसका कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है, कोई नुकसान नहीं है, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है और पहली बार में ही सफलता मिलती है। और कोई भी वृद्ध, कोई भी बालक, कोई पुरुष या कोई भी स्त्री इस साधना को संपन्न कर लेता है। स्त्री के लिए सहेली है, पुरुष के लिए मार्गदर्शिका है। पत्नी भी होती है, पत्नी भोग्या भी होती है, पत्नी सहायिका भी होती है, पत्नी मार्गदर्शिका भी होती है और पत्नी माँ भी होती है। शास्त्रों में कहा है जब वो खाना खिलाती है तो माँ की बन जाती है। जैसे माँ अपने बच्चे को खिलाती है उस तरीके से अगर खाना खिलाती है तो पत्नी सही है। कोई गालियां देती हुई जली कटी रोटियां ला करके छाती पटक दे, खा मर है तो पत्नी क्या बात, गुरु जी पूछेंगे कि ये मेरे पल्ले कैसे पड़ी, तो गुरु जी पास कोई ऑल्टरनेट नहीं, मेरे पास है ही नहीं, साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है, इसको चेंज कर। ऐसा अमेरिका में हो सकता है, यहाँ नहीं हो सकता। इसलिए ये पत्नी की ड्यूटी है कि वो खाना खिलाते समय माँ बने और तकलीफ में वो मंत्री बने, मार्गदर्शिका बने, तकलीफ आ गई है तो हम दोनों मिलकर इस प्रकार से इस समस्या का हल कर सकते हैं। मैं आपके साथ में चिंता
Hear my eyes, look.
तो सलाहकार भी होती
That's a message.
और एज पति एज पत्नी सुखी और प्रतिष्ठा यश सम्मान के लिए भागीदार होती
I don't know what me and my
है।
hand
चारों
do.
रोल हैं, अप्सरा के भी चारों रोल हैं। ये बात ही अलग है कि अप्सरा अत्यधिक सुंदर होती है, अत्यधिक आकर्षक होती है, अत्यधिक यौवन गर्भिता होती है, उसके से सुगंध प्रवाहित होती है, वह मानव देह से ऊपर उठी हुई होती है और ये हमारा सौभाग्य होता है कि वह हमारे साथ सहचरी के रूप में रहे, हमें मार्गदर्शक दे। इसलिए इसमें कोई दोष कुछ नहीं हुआ, कोई तकलीफ नहीं हुई, कोई हम गलत काम करने नहीं जा रहे, कोई ऐसा काम नहीं करने जा रहे जिससे कि हमारी प्रतिष्ठा और समाज में सम्मान में न्यूनता है, ऐसा मैं काम करवाता भी नहीं।
Are you a hard teacher?
I'm tough.
Yeah.
I'm tough. I'm loving, and I'm tough. I work very hard, and I want young men and women to know you have to work very hard. With Richard Pryor and Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, a number of the men, especially men, but the women too, they have come here to my home in North Carolina to talk to me and to ask me how do I feel about this or that. And they're all my children. I accept that they're my children. I accept that you are. You see, it's important for me to understand that. Then I must tell you the truth as I understand it. Because you may be the last person I'll speak to. Life is life and death is death. And so I must be telling the truth when I speak.
You did that with Tupac when Tupac was a bit out of what is in his own space on poetic justice. You pulled him aside and you instructed him.
Yeah.
What was he like?
I didn't know who he was, you know. I knew, I'd heard, he was into a big row with another young man. And so I said to him, may I speak to you? And he was cursing. Whew, I wouldn't give a... I said, I understand that, but let me speak to you. If these mother... I said, I got you. However, let me speak to you. And finally, I said, when was the last time anyone told you how important you are? Did you know our people stood on auction blocks, were sold, bought and sold? Did you know, so that you could stay alive today? And finally, he heard me and stopped talking and started to weep. And I put my arms around him and I walked him back into the arena and he quieted. And I went back to my trailer and Janet Jackson came running in. She said, Dr. Angelo, I don't believe you actually spoke to Tupac Shakur. So I said, darling, I don't know 6-pack, 4-pack. I had never heard of him. But I mean,
That wasn't in my world. Shut your ass up. Oh, really? No, you do it. Yeah, I'd rather that. Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Hi, Angela, take one. Camera roll 73, sound roll 38.
In your book, you describe segregation as a young girl in Stamps, Arkansas. You describe segregation being so complete that it's as if whites were aliens.
Yes.
Can you kind
You
of
just said
explore
aliens.
that, describe that for
Well,
our people?
yes. When I was growing up, whites were called white folks. I mean, it was one word. They were white folks. And people who were not very cultured, who had no pretensions to the niceties of the world, called them poor white trash. That was one word also. It seemed to me, we blacks, we Negroes, we colored folks were humans. And white folks were those others. They were other than. And as a child, I was certain that white folks didn't have innards. They were all, what you saw was what you got. I mean, their bodies, their heads and their bodies were empty. That you could put your hand on a white folks and your hand would go right through them. That was my belief. They seemed so different. They walked differently.
Did you have you had no real dealings and interaction with them that made them any more human or human
At all. Every action from white folks was an action of disrespect, cruelty, scorn. So they couldn't be just. Now, mind you, I read about white people in other places, and I believed them. I was a fond reader of Charles Dickens, and so I wept with the children and laughed with the Micawber, Oliver. I mean, I in fact read Horatio Alger Jr. And I was that little white boy. I understood him. I understood being lonely and deprived, almost forced upon one's own resources, which were negligible, if at all. But I didn't connect those people with white folks. I just didn't.
So then what was your community like? Very insular?
Very insular. There were women who worked as maids for white folks. And they would bring laundry over into the black area. And they would stop at my grandmother's store quite often and put the baskets down. And I wanted so to go through those baskets and see what did white folks use. You know, what kind of things did they have? But the only venturing into our area by white folks took place when people would come over to pick up cotton pickers. Cotton pickers used to gather in in the clearing in front of our store. And the white folks would come over either in trucks or wagons and pick up the cotton pickers. And one could see them then. I could see them. And they talked. They didn't have what the West Africans in Senegal, the Serer and Tukulur, call la langue doux, the sweet language. I never heard white folks use sweet language, and I always heard black people use it. So the sweet language was a language dependent entirely upon tone, and even the lengthening.
Here at Credit Karma, we're ready to help you outsmart credit card debt. A balance transfer card can help you cut down your Preface. This book is pragmatical, not philosophical.
Chapter 1. The Right to be Rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can rise to his greatest possible height.
Preface. This book is pragmatical, not philosophical. A practical manual, not a treatise upon theories. It is intended for the men and women whose most pressing need is for money. Many very penurious people are poor. Time, the means, nor the opportunity to go deeply into the study of metaphysics, but who want results and who are willing to take the conclusions of science as a basis for action, without going into all the processes by which those conclusions were reached. It is expected that the reader will take the fundamental statements upon faith, just as he would take statements concerning a law of electrical action if they were promulgated by a Marconi or an Edison, and taking the statements upon faith, that he will prove their truth by acting upon them without fear or hesitation. Every man or woman who does this will certainly get rich, for the science herein applied is an exact science, and failure is impossible. For the benefit, however, of those who wish to investigate philosophical theories and so secure a logical basis for faith, I will here cite certain authorities. The monistic theory of the universe, the theory that one is all and that all is one, that one substance manifests itself as the seeming many elements of the material world, is of Hindu origin and has been gradually winning its way into the thought of the Western world for 200 years. It is the foundation of all the Oriental philosophies and of those of Descartes, Spinoza, Leibniz, Schopenhauer, Hegel, and Emerson. The reader who would dig to the philosophical foundations of this is advised to read Hegel and Emerson for himself. In writing this book, I have sacrificed all other considerations to plainness and simplicity of style, so that all might understand. The plan of action laid down herein was deduced from the conclusions of philosophy. It has been thoroughly tested and bears the supreme test of practical experiment. It works. If you wish to know how the conclusions were arrived at, read the writings of the authors mentioned above. And if you wish to reap the fruits of their philosophies in actual practice, read this book and do exactly as it tells you to do. The author. Chapter 1. The Right to be Rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. For to unfold the soul and to develop talent, he must have many things to use, and he cannot have these things unless he has money to buy them with. A man develops in mind, soul, and body by making use of these things, and society is so organized that man must have money in order to become the possessor of things. Therefore, the basis of all advancement for man must be the science of getting rich. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development it is capable of attaining. Man's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all things which may be necessary to his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfoldment, or, in other words, his right to be rich. I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. No man ought to be satisfied with little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life, and every man should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. The man who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he is capable of living is rich, and no man who has not plenty of money can have all he wants. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Every person naturally wants to become all that they are capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be only by making use of things, and you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. To understand the science of getting rich is therefore the most essential of all knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life, and that desire is praiseworthy. The man who does not desire to live more abundantly is abnormal, and so the man who does not desire to have money enough to buy all he wants is abnormal. There are three motives for which we live. We live for the body, we live for the mind, we live for the soul. No one of these is better or holier than the other. All are alike desirable, and no one of the three, body, mind, or soul, can live fully if either of the others is cut short of full life and expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny mind or body, and it is wrong to live for the intellect and deny body or soul. We are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul, and we see that real life means the complete expression of all that man can give forth through body, mind, and soul. Whatever he can say, no man can be really happy or satisfied unless his body is living fully in every function, and unless the same is true of his mind and his soul. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression, or function seeking performance. Man cannot live fully in body without good food, comfortable clothing, and warm shelter, and without freedom from excessive toil. Rest and recreation are also necessary to his physical life. He cannot live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without opportunity for travel and observation, or without intellectual companionship. To live fully in mind, he must have intellectual recreations and must surround himself with all the objects of art and beauty he is capable of using and appreciating. To live fully in soul, man must have love, and love is denied expression by poverty. A man's highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits on those he loves. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. The man who has nothing to give cannot fill his place as a husband or father, as a citizen or as a man. It is in the use of material things that a man finds full life for his body, develops his mind, and unfolds his soul. It is therefore of supreme importance to him that he should be rich. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention to the science of getting rich, for it is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. If you neglect this study, you are derelict in your duty to yourself, to God, and humanity, for you can render to God and humanity no greater service than to make the most of yourself. Chapter 2. There is a science of getting rich. There is a science of getting rich, and it is an exact science, like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws which govern the process of acquiring riches. Once these laws are learned and obeyed by any man, he will get rich with mathematical certainty. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. Those who do things in this certain way, whether no matter how they it is a law that like causes produce like effects, and therefore any man or woman who learns to do things in this certain way will infallibly get rich. That the above statement is true is shown by the following facts. Getting rich is not a matter of environment, for if it were, all the people in certain neighborhoods would become wealthy. The people of one city would all be rich, while those of other towns would all be poor. Or the inhabitants of one state would roll in wealth, and those of an adjoining state would be in poverty. But everywhere we see rich and poor living side by side in the same environment, and often engaged in the same vocations. When two men are in the same locality and in the same business, and one gets rich while the other remains poor, it shows that getting rich is not primarily a matter of environment. Some environments may be more favorable than others, but when two men in the same business are in the same neighborhood, and one gets rich while the other fails, it indicates that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way. And further, the ability to do things in a certain way is not due solely to the possession of talent. For many people who have great talent remain poor, while others who have very little talent get rich. Studying the people who have gotten rich, that they are an average lot in all respects, having no greater talents and abilities than other men. It is evident that they do not get rich because they possess talents and abilities that other men have not, but because they happen to do things in a certain way. Getting rich is not the result of saving or thrift. Many very penurious people are poor, while free spenders often get rich. Nor is getting rich due to doing things which others fail to do. For two men in the same business often do almost exactly the same things, and one gets rich while the other remains poor or becomes bankrupt. From all these things, we must come to the conclusion that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way. If getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way, then any man or woman who can do things in that way can become rich, and the whole matter is brought within the domain of exact science. The question arises here whether this certain way may not be so difficult that only a few may follow it. This cannot be true, as we have seen, so far as natural ability is concerned. Talented people get rich, and blockheads get rich. Intellectually brilliant people get rich, and very stupid people get rich. Physically strong people get rich, and weak and sickly people get rich. Some degree of ability to think and understand is, of course, essential. But insofar natural ability is concerned, any man or woman who has sense enough to read and understand these words can certainly get rich. Also, we have seen that it is not a matter of environment. Vocation counts for something. One would not go to the heart of the Sahara and expect to do successful business. Getting rich involves the necessity of dealing with men and of being where there are people to deal with. And if these people are inclined to deal in the way that you want to deal, so much the better. But that is about as far as environment goes. If anybody else in your town can get rich, so can you. And if anybody else in your state can get rich, so can you. Again, it is not a matter of choosing some particular business or profession. People get rich in every business and in every profession, while their next-door neighbors in the same vocation remain in poverty. It is true that you will do best in a business which you like and which is congenial to you. And if you have certain talents which are well developed, you will do best in a business which calls for the exercise of those talents. Also, best in a business which is suited to your locality. An ice cream parlor would do better in a warm climate than in Greenland, and a salmon fishery will succeed better in the Northwest than in Florida, where there are no salmon. But aside from these general limitations, getting rich is not dependent upon your engaging in some particular business, but upon your learning to do things in a certain way. If you are now in business and anybody else in your locality is getting rich in the same business, while you are not getting rich, it is because you are not doing things in the same way that the other person is doing them. No one is prevented from getting rich by lack of capital. True, as you get capital, the increase becomes more easy and rapid. But one who has capital is already rich and does not need to consider how to become so. No matter how poor you may be, if you begin to do things in a certain way, you will begin to get rich, and you will begin to have capital. The getting of capital is a part of the process of getting rich, and it is a part of the result which invariably follows the doing of things in a certain way. You may be the poorest man on the continent and be deeply in debt. You may have neither friends, influence, nor resources, but if you begin to do things in this way, you must infallibly begin to get rich, for the like causes must produce like effects. If you have no capital, you can get capital. If you're in the wrong business, you can get into the right business. If you're in the wrong location, you can go to the right location. And you can do so by beginning in your present business and in your present location to do things in the certain way which causes success. Chapter 3. Is opportunity monopolized? No man is kept poor because opportunity has been taken away from him, because other people have monopolized the wealth and have put a fence around it. You may be shut off from engaging in business in certain lines, but there are other channels open to you. Probably it would be hard for you to get control of any of the great railroad systems. That field is pretty well monopolized, but the electric railway business is still in its infancy and offers plenty of scope for enterprise. And it will be but a very few years until traffic and transportation through the air will become a great industry, and in all its branches will give employment to hundreds of thousands and perhaps to millions of people. Why not turn your attention to the development of aerial transportation instead of competing with J.J. Hill and others for a chance in the steam railway world? It is quite true that if you are a working man in the employ of the Steel Trust, you have very little chance of becoming the owner of the plant in which you work. But it is also true that if you will commence to act in a certain way, you can soon leave the employ of the Steel Trust. You can buy a farm from 10 to 40 acres and engage in business as a producer of foodstuffs. There is great opportunity at this time for men who will live upon small tracts of land and cultivate the same intensively. Such men will certainly get rich. You may say that it is impossible for you to get the land, but I'm going to prove to you that it is not impossible, and that you can certainly get a farm if you will go to work in a certain way. At different periods, the tide of opportunity sets in different directions, according to the needs of the whole, and the particular stage of social evolution which has been reached. At present, in America, it is setting towards agricultural and the allied industries and professions. Today, opportunity is open before the factory worker in his line. It is open before the businessman who supplies the farmer more than before the one who supplies the factory worker, and before the professional man who waits upon the farmer more than before the one who serves the working class. There is an abundance of opportunity for the man who will go with the tide instead of trying to swim against it. So the factory workers, either as individuals or as a class, are not deprived of opportunity. The workers are not being kept down by their masters. They are not being ground by the trusts and combinations of capital. As a class, they are where they are because they do not do things in a certain way. If the workers of America chose to do so, they could follow the example of their brothers in Belgium and other countries and establish great department stores and cooperative industries. They could elect men of their own class to office and pass laws favoring the development of such cooperative industries. And in a few years, they could take peaceable possession of the industrial field. The working class may become the master class whenever they will begin to do things in a certain way. The law of wealth is the same for them as it is for all others. This they must learn, and they will remain where they are as long as they continue to do as they do. The individual worker, however, is not held down by the ignorance or the mental slothfulness of this class. He can follow the tide of opportunity to riches, and this book will tell him how. No one is kept in poverty by a shortness in the supply of riches, There is more than enough for all. A palace as large as the Capitol in Washington might be built for every family on Earth from the building material in the United States alone. And under intensive cultivation, this country would produce wool, cotton, linen, and silk enough to clothe each person in the world finer than Solomon was arrayed in all his glory, together with food enough to feed them all luxuriously. The visible supply is practically inexhaustible, and the invisible supply really is inexhaustible. Everything you see on earth is made from one original substance, out of which all things proceed. New forms are constantly being made, and older ones are dissolving, but all are shapes assumed by one thing. There is no limit to the supply of formless stuff or original substance. The universe is made out of it, but it was not all used in making the universe. The spaces in, through, and between the forms of the visible universe are permeated and filled with the original substance, with the formless stuff, with the raw material of all things. 10,000 times as much has been made might still be made, and even then we should not have exhausted the supply of universal raw material. No man, therefore, is poor because nature is poor, or because there is not enough to go around. Nature is an inexhaustible storehouse of riches. The supply will never run short. Original substance is alive with creative energy and is constantly producing more forms. When the supply of building material is exhausted, more will be produced. When the soil is exhausted so that foodstuffs and materials for clothing will no longer grow upon it, it will be renewed or more soil will be made. When all the gold and silver has been dug from the earth, if man is still in such a stage of social development that he needs gold and silver, more will be produced from the formless. The formless stuff responds to the needs of man. It will not let him be without any good thing. This is true of man collectively. The race as a whole is always abundantly rich, and if individuals are poor, it is because they do not follow the certain way of doing things which makes the individual man rich. The formless stuff is intelligent. It is stuff which thinks. It is alive and is always impelled towards more life. It is the natural and inherent impulse of life to seek to live more. It is the nature of intelligence to enlarge itself, and of consciousness to seek to extend its boundaries and find fuller expression. The universe of forms has been made by formless living substance, throwing itself into form in order to express itself more fully. The universe is a great living presence, always moving inherently towards more life and fuller functioning. Nature is formed for the advancement of life. Its impelling motive is the increase of life. For this cause, everything which can possibly administer to life is bountifully provided. There can be no lack unless God is to contradict himself and nullify his own works. You are not kept poor by lack in the supply of riches. It is a fact which I shall demonstrate a little further on, that even the resources of the formless supply are at the command of the man or woman who will act and think in a certain way. Chapter 4. The first principle in the science of getting rich. Thought is the only power which can produce tangible riches from the formless substance. The stuff from which all things are made is a substance which thinks, and a thought of form in this substance produces the form. Original substance moves according to its thoughts. Every form and process you see in nature is the visible expression of a thought in original substance. As the formless stuff thinks of a form, it takes that form. As it thinks of a motion, it makes that motion. That is the way all things were created. We live in a thought world, which is part of a thought universe. The thought of a moving universe extended through formless substance, and the thinking stuff moving according to that thought, took the form of systems of planets and maintains that form. Thinking substance takes the form of its thought and moves according to that thought. Holding the idea of a circling system of suns and worlds, it takes the form of these bodies and moves them as it thinks. Thinking
Here at Credit Karma, we're ready to help you outsmart credit card debt. A balance transfer card can help you cut down your payments with one consolidated due.
Hurry up.
Hurry up.
कलकर करे रक्त मांस का भोजन करे आमजाद हुई बड़ी करे लौट दूध पलट कर जाए जिसका कर्तव्य उसी को खाए मेरी भक्ति रूप शक्ति पुरोधर ईशो आरा ओम तारा भैरव कलकर करे रक्त मांस का भोजन करे आमजाद हुई बड़ी करे लौट दूध पलट कर जाए जिसका कर्तव्य उसी को खाए मेरी भक्ति रूप शक्ति पुरोधर ईशो आरा ओम तारा भैरव कलकर करे रक्त मांस का भोजन करे आमजाद हुई बड़ी करे लौट दूध पलट कर जाए जिसका कर्तव्य उसी को खाए मेरी भक्ति रूप शक्ति पुरोधर ईशो आरा
शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिका देवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रां क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं क्रौं क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रौं क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रौं क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्रौं क्रीं चण्डिकादेवै शापानाशनुग्रह कुरु कुरु स्वाहा
Every time. Did it fall? Then it's stuck in there. Shit. Still. You know, you're like, got an entity that like to take from me.
No, I didn't do that.
You have an entity
You
as such
have an entity
that likes to
that
steal
likes to
from me.
forget shit that you threw that away. I don't want to hear that.
You sure it's
What? Can nobody look at you do nothing?
Mad at me.
Hey.
I got y'all around here. What does it mean when you put a lemon in the water? And the water, lemon, and water. Water. Holy water. I said holy water. Ah, holy water, the element of life. Always water. Work. Water. Work. Rice. Rice. Work. Water. Illuminate. Illumination. Illuminating. Water. In the turtles. Turtle in action. Turtle power. Oh Lord.
Bluetooth ready for connection.
Turtle power.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh yeah, you Will's dog. You got the big feet. Cold. Who is emotionless to children? Let's see about that.
Om Em Rim
Here you go.
Rim Pattangiri Mama Raksha Raksha Mama Satruna Manjaya Banjaya Spring Home Pat Swaha Om Em Rim Shrim Pattangiri Mama Raksha Raksha Mama Satruna Manjaya Banjaya Spring Home Pat Swaha Om Em Rim Shrim Pattangiri Mama Raksha Raksha Mama Manjaya Manjaya Spring Home Pat Swaha Om Em Rim Shrim Pattangiri Mama Raksha Raksha Patruna Manjaya ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं प्रत्यङ्गिरे मम रक्ष रक्ष मम शत्रुनमञ्जय भञ्जय स्प्रीं हूं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं.
I was under incredible stress. Couldn't sleep. Constant headaches. Told my friend and he said,
Lord, you hoes done fucked up. They say they crazy. It is 9/11. Who going to jail? You hear me? She don't give a damn. You hear me? I can only imagine.
Om Shri
current lover with an irreversible curse, so they can remove some tension. Oh, child, y'all is playing hard out here. You hear me? So y'all just walking up in bitches' houses, cursing them with irreversible shit, and you don't even know them like that. It's some community hate for some teen laundering. It's a teen pregnant. I'm sorry, money laundering. It's a teen pregnant right now. They keep coming up. Natural born hate. Somebody got cars and shit in people's name. Lord, I can feel the feel. You got some shit in the motherfucker name. Detail.
It's got a phone in my name and they live.
That's just a phone. I ain't talking about no phone. I'm talking about this motherfucker shit say.
They live in Memphis.
Okay, this shit say. Somebody removing their stuff, they gonna be happily married, moving away, bitch, from a motherfucker here. Some of the best thing ever happened to them is happening here. Somebody who wears jewelry here might have a child with birth defects. Whoever wanted an open relationship don't have to watch somebody be happily married. Somebody here is fighting with family over somebody moving away from them. Oh Lord, yeah, they trying to trap a hole. They dealing with a trap hole. I'ma need you to know. Somebody gonna have a happy family here. Cut them on, motherfuckers. You dead as fuck, bitch. It's a happy family here. It's birth defects for a person who's a restaurant owner child. Something happened to their churn. Somebody don't like their damn cooking anyway. Somebody work for their shit, all right, and it's something they fight with the family over. A person. Somebody love their kids. That's why they stay in here. Trap a hoe. So they love churn to do something with. A sister wife, remove the entity. Somebody sleeping with money, yeah. Sleeping around for money. Sex shopping. Setting up people here to be raided with the police. Oh, Lord Jesus. Somebody knows their friend slept with somebody behind their back here. The problem is a female. Some patience is needed here for an entity to be removed. Somebody stalking social media page, hating him. Attracted to a sibling or family member. Somebody set somebody up with the police because of that. Child, these hoes hating, you hear me? Somebody here is leading by example and they is gonna learn him. It was in their feelings here, Natisha's spine. What this whole on? Her bald head ass. The Natisha's spine. Stay true to the blessings to you. Whoever's stalking a page and being a motherfucking hater gave up on you. Somebody don't give up on the motherfucker here. To the sibling, that's the energy vampire bitch. This shit is so funny. They got broken promises here, all in the bitch business. It's a girlfriend snitching here. Somebody got a girlfriend that snitched on their motherfucking ass. Bitch. Somebody here is going broke here and getting involved with somebody was a bad investment. What idea? Some BS, not real. Somebody will be famous soon. Let's read about that there. Somebody raped somebody, OMG. But they all in your motherfucking business. But somebody here has a girlfriend snitching about a child that's molested. Somebody's a YouTube copycat here, and there's somebody that's an enemy that could be a widow. Something is dominoes, they all fall down. Famous soon. Somebody raped somebody because they ain't had no job ethics. Something going on with poverty, lack, misfortune here of a child molested. Okay, somebody chose to do this here, Chris Manor. I can't make this shit up. Chris Manor, secret revealed soon. Have no fear, trust me. Boss mode. Red pill, do it. I don't want to forgive you, Chris Manor. That's what it say. That's all right. Somebody holding on to the past. I bet I won't, motherfucker. Tessa, your name is here. Air, boss mode. Oh, y'all was in the air with the boss mode, huh? Y'all took boss mode over the air. That's what it's telling me. Air sign. Some here made up wish, somebody here do it. Somebody want to make up with their spouse and hate won't work. They protected here. Somebody here don't want to forgive Chris Manor. Victory, yes. Let's read that. We got victory. Holding on to the past is a victory, yes. Running from the state. Running from the law in a different state. Tessa Morrell, you might be doing that. Air. It's the air sign, some in the air, no location. about something here with childhood friends, with envy. Hate won't work. We protected over here. Somebody hiding cell phones here. They having victory because of it. There's something here. Somebody running from the law because somebody's healing souls. There's no location on somebody that only thinks about somebody here. Somebody's only thinking about a person that won't even give them their damn location. Somebody confronting somebody that's a hater here. Childhood friend involved. Different spiritual beliefs. Grandmother inheritance. Might have a mama that died something. Cora Ann, mama. Ooh, child. Do girl. Meditate, you fine, honey. That's what it says. Being sneaky, close eye. Children praying for their mama. Grandma inheritance, dad inheritance popping up, mom inheritance, bitch, y'all stealing. Tequila. Tequila whitehead, right? My nose itching. That hoe is stealing, bitch. Put that hoe in prison, bitch. I'm trying to tell you, bitch, that hoe is stealing everybody's shit over there. I can feel it. Ooh, child, y'all hoes thought y'all was doing something, bitch. Ooh, Lord, they want to fall on the floor now, child. You hoes need to sit their motherfucking ass down. Malia James, all dark magic reversed by the Most High. Thank you, baby girl. Ooh, child, my babies be praying for their mama, yes. Somebody looking through somebody's phone here. There's multiple levels and shit going on here. They like, all right, okay. Okay, somebody got shot over this shit, maybe. Somebody got God's shield. Child, they just messy. Something happened with a phone. Somebody might be gone forever now. It's some dysfunction and falseness going on. Okay. Somebody here says, I tell you I love you, but I really don't mean it. I need stability. Somebody like, all right, okay. And then here go grandma coming up. Devonta. Meditate, you fine. God's shield, honey. So grandma came up with who shot somebody. Somebody gonna get shot over there? Huh? Call your people. It's Friday. Lord Jesus. You know how them eyeballs is. Y'all go check on them and see if they alright. Somebody might I ain't gonna wish it on nobody now. I'm just saying. It's coming up. Somebody jealous of a relationship. Somebody got a fake pregnancy. You hoes wanna be pregnant till tomorrow. Okay, when they realize the nigga ain't want them yesterday. Roll up. They ain't want you. What's going on, man? Why y'all doing that to yourself, man? Some of them take all the time. Yeah, you need so many to figure out they don't want your ass. Man, listen. Sit down with that. Some of the authorities here suggest of some despair here communicated with the authorities or Libra. Somebody is in discontent with life here over what's discovered here. They have to choose to grant a wish. If this is an authority figure here, could be somebody taking authority here to get their wishes granted here. Despair over someone communicating something here. Some discontent with life over what's been discovered here. Somebody was holding on to two things here, wishing for somebody back. I'm seeing here with the Ace of Wands. Oh, Lord, what's the Ace of Wands? Jehovah, thank you. Somebody here is wishing for somebody here, a Leo. Could be some discontent with life, something heartbreaking here over communication and apology. But somebody here is basically did something here because they were bored. They possibly lying over something with a child. I'm seeing here. Some dealing with a curse. Rejected curse here. Something dealing with the authorities here, okay. Discovering someone's got it. Getting the wish granted, very strong in a situation when it comes to healing something here that's heartbreaking. Somebody is in despair because of them communicating something. They want to communicate an apology. I'm seeing a partnership here that is heartbreaking. Something happened with a dead child. Some communication about this here. Keep on coming up, child. Something going on with an investigation as well. Some publicly recognized. Somebody is dealing with a curse being rejected here. Somebody here wanted some type of clout curse. Somebody here rejected them. took authority over something here, holding on to doing something with traveling here, some secret revealed, or something with a Scorpio partnering with a person here to kill somebody. Something happening with killing a child. Somebody has despair because it's heartbreaking. Some secret was revealed about this, some communication here will be publicly recognized. Somebody communicated killing a child. Somebody's discontent with life because of something here, dealing with the authorities, discovering something here through someone's guidance. A secret was revealed, I'm seeing. Somebody's very strong in getting a wish granted. I don't know. Let's get a little bit of TT. TT, I used to call my sister that. So what's going on with, okay, some wish fulfillment for somebody here. Something with self-success with a Libra has been discovered by something with a travel or through someone's guidance. Somebody is getting wish fulfillment. Somebody is doing something foolish to someone who is very intuitive. It's despair here. Someone was intuitive and communicated something here about someone being rejected and wanting some type of cloud and curse in them, okay? Somebody here is protecting themselves. It's discontent with life because of someone being blocked from planting seeds on a person. Planting seeds on a Virgo, something dealing with Virgo and Leo and Scorpio here and a fire sign. Something going on with somebody who is heartbroken or is not a fire sign. I mean a teenager or somebody acting childish, not thinking about what they're doing here, taking action on the moon on a person who is intuitive about something or very loving or something dealing with a person, wanting to propose to a person here. Something dealing with, that's over with here with the death card. Somebody needs to apologize. There's a lot of boundaries up over something dealing with pain and betrayal being publicly recognized here by a wounded warrior. Somebody got fertility here. Somebody who is unapologetic over something being chosen here to kill some motherfuckers and protect something here dealing with children. Somebody here is trying to get away with something. There's a lot of cursing going on to somebody's wish fulfillment. Someone's planting seeds here, fire sign female. Somebody here is dealing with a Scorpio as well. Here taking action, doing magic on somebody here. Something is healing about a partnership, or someone will heal with a partnership. Someone will propose to a person here. Somebody's aggressive over this coming in because it's over with somebody being someone's wife, okay? I also see a wife being aggressive over someone being blocked. Somebody will not get away with this. They publicly recognize something about someone's job. Somebody is left out in the cold due to a fight sign in court. Somebody is awakened about something here that someone loves. Somebody is trying to cheat a person, and they're being aggressive over trying to travel towards a person and sending people to work and come travel towards a person that will not get away with something here. Whoever planted seeds will go to jail because of some type of communication that is used about someone being left out in the cold. Somebody is trying to, set up some type of work for someone to be left out in the cold, and the FBI knows about this due to someone taking action here who is very confidently and bears a blindfold of Jehovah. I'm seeing an act of emotion as well because somebody here is revealing something. Okay. It's somebody who is very loving here, who wants to make someone their wife. Somebody has a ship coming in here due to them being cheated. It is a time moment on the Aquarius here of some type of revelation of something they cheated. Or someone cheated something here. A ship coming in for this Aquarius. Something dealing with Cancer and work here. A Cancer try to get away with something, or something dealing with an official person here that can't get away with something dealing with work. Something that's going on with jail. Somebody had sex with somebody here. Somebody was left out in the cold, or they're coming out of the cold here from being trapped in a sexual situation. Somebody's trying to delay a person who is most desired to be a star. Somebody is coming, acting like trying to delay a person here because of their emotions here. They're awakened that someone will be very happy. They're mentally tormented over cheating this person. Somebody really, really wanted something to come in. What you just grabbed off of here? Yeah. Something coming in for this Aquarius, so somebody here is bringing a ship in for a person here. They are showing some emotion. They're going to travel towards a person here. They want to work with a person who's been secretly betrayed, who knows how to come out in the cold here when they're trapped. Okay, somebody wants to be someone's lover as well. This is a high honor person. This is a celebrity or something. Something done in the blind here about someone here. Okay, someone's gonna get some time as well. I'm seeing someone is awakened about this here, being some revealed about something here that will mentally torment them here because they cheated something here, had some shit coming in, being emotionless, traveling, doing something with work here. They won't get away with something here. Somebody booked a tarot reading or is a tarot reader. Okay, and something dealing with work in the Sagittarius, somebody will not get away with this, or something with an official person with a project here, trying to secretly betray a person here and leave someone out in the cold. It is justice for someone who's high honor here, who someone tried to hold on to. It is something dealing with Scorpio and the Capricorn and the Sagittarius and the Cancer, cheating something here. Somebody is dealing with someone who's on drugs here that reveals something about a Sagittarius. Something dealing with Aquarius here and a tarot reader or a tarot reading, okay? Something dealing with the New World Order, or someone is closing a cycle of being secretly betrayed. It is some project here for a person here to bring in some type of justice with sex trafficking I'm seeing here. Somebody also is going to jail. This is secret knowledge. This is a Libra. Something dealing with them here trying to delay a person out of active emotion, trying to hold on to doing it. Due to someone getting a love offer, they was in devil energy. They are revealed about doing some type of rituals with a person here for a man to love them. Something where they thought they can get away with doing something here. So in the cycle with a Sagittarius because of this. Somebody is dealing with the person who abandoned them and showed no emotion here. Somebody also is a mother that secretly betrayed their child here with the New World Order. Something dealing with a foreigner, some type of person here that did a father or something here. Somebody is a boss that did something sexual here with the Pisces. It is some secret knowledge about this, something about supernatural gifts here. Someone will be justified in a situation because of them basically going through something for a long time and holding on to love. Somebody is alone here, and it is some mental torment for the devil here who did rituals because of someone getting to walk away from conflict with the Sagittarius. Somebody tried to leave someone behind with a tarot project. Something going on with the person who is getting another path here. And it is a Sagittarius that did something foolish, or is an inner cycle of an Aries, an earth sign, and something dealing with a Sagittarius stealing something here with a Libra. Something going on with the Aries here and the Pisces, and some misfortune or lack of somebody here trying to hold on to a love offer here, doing sex working, has some type of addiction or some type of illness. There's something going on with a person who is a third party, who is like trying to walk away from a Sagittarius who abandoned them and get another path. It's the inner cycle here for Empress here. They're getting a new beginning, and somebody very loyal here basically has someone trying to steal from them here and has some type of devil energy. Someone is a spiritual teacher. Somebody is balancing something here, and someone is stressed out. I also see a Sagittarius with bad health. Somebody is in the cycle here of someone's transactions. Aries trying to get pregnant. Something going on with Pisces here, or aunt and a father. Someone could have stole something here. Somebody is dealing with a occult, and some boss of a leader or organization. Somebody is trying to steal something from a person who the universe loves and gives options to, and something is inherited for a person who is loyal. Somebody is doing rituals on a person, spying on them. They're walking away from conflict, doing spiritual soul teaching, or spiritual teachings, or something's being investigated here about someone being abandoned here. Something could have happened with a soulmate here trying to get another path, doing something sickening, or something happened in the house here with the third party. Somebody here is, or it's the person, place, a thing here that is sickening here with someone, a mother here dealing with something foolish here for transactions. Somebody here has police coming, or they took quick action here to hang, sacrifice a person with the occult. Oh, wow. And it is a child. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, shit. Something going on with a father. I'm sorry, a king of pentacles. Somebody is basically has an inheritance of something here. There's a lot of people here that got some type of solid offer here to spy on a person because of a person here being investigated and having an investigation open about something online here with a lot of money, or something going on with something online with a lot of money, or with someone that somebody was meant to marry or wants to marry, a Virgo. somebody is like trying to walk away from conflict here, or getting to. It is another path for a person. Someone stressed over just sleeping with a soulmate. It's somebody who is doing something that is sickening here in a home. And something could have happened with the baby, or something could have happened with some transactions, or this baby could have got cut off here, or some judgment over this. Something happened with children being sacrificed here with the occult. Somebody here is burdened, okay, because of a solid offer that they had, okay, now being investigated over some type of fortune. Something dealing with a Virgo and family here, or something dealing with an investigation on a family because of something here, mentally anguished a person. They had to clear away what no longer served them. It is an even exchange. Some judgment here of something could have happened with a teenager, car accident, something happened with money. There's a lot of people here spying on a person. Something here at a house with the police coming. Something going on with a cult. Got a lot of people here spying on a person, okay, at home and trying to cut them off. Because they realized that someone here, they realized, or they could have hung themselves trying to financially ground themselves with someone who was meant to marry a person but just slept with them. And this man is facing some type of judgment, which is a burden to fortune because of families here getting cleared away because of transactions coming in quickly about something, something going on with money. Or somebody's gonna be very happy with something they did online because they're gonna get paid for it a lot. Somebody is also online wanting to marry somebody, watching somebody online and want to marry somebody, they're gonna be happy. There's a lot of people here financially grounding themselves with some fortune here, or family, okay, and something online that was worth a lot of money, I'm saying too. And something sacrificed. They want to burden a person, sacrifice them here, have a lot of people manipulate them. Somebody's like wishing for or it's a change of fate, I'm saying. It's a change of fate. This man didn't go to sleep. I don't know why. I don't know what to do with that. It's just always constant. I don't care. I'm cussing about it. I had to get on my damn nerves. I had to calm down from this morning because I woke up wrong. I'm seeing a family member spying on somebody here because they're getting a lot of money. Somebody's been burdened to harm himself being in a cult. Something dealing with fortune here, and somebody want to marry a person here and give them a lot of options to be happy because it is something with their DNA here. People spying on them for. I'm seeing somebody's high on them in judgment. Okay, it's something going on with somebody clearing away people who's sleeping with somebody else, sleeping with people, a man who's sleeping with people here. A soulmate paying people here to do something with some quick judgment. Somebody had cleared away some shit with a man that really wasn't soulmate, but they want to even exchange quickly because of some type of judgment here. Somebody try to burden someone else with, hang them with, sacrifice them with, just for other people to manipulate their fortune so they can be rich and have a lot of people here. It's a family member that watches them here. Some of the marriage is cleared away because of somebody's money getting cut off. Okay. Ooh, child, that's the tea, that's deep, yeah. Okay. I say nap juice. I need a nap too. Namaste, y'all. Y'all go to my other channel, Spiritual Wars Tarot. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.